Good morning, everybody. Okay, so I'm super excited to do my first Facebook Live. A lot of you have been asking for tutorials on how to style your hair, so we're going to start today by doing a round brush tutorial. So first, I just want to tell you what products I used to get my hair ready. So first step in prepping your hair is using a really good shampoo and conditioner. So I use the Kerastase or Botanica line. Okay, so this is my shampoo, conditioner. The great thing about this line is it's 96% natural. So for those of you who like natural products, this is a great line for you. I also added a little bit of this oil to my conditioner because my hair is very thick and coarse, so I needed a little bit more oil to it. And then I also put in this spray, and this is for moisturizing. So I put that in before I am going to blow dry. And then, because my hair is super frizzy, as you can see, I also use this Curling Define Cream by Moroccan Oil. This is actually really good for curly hair, for air drying. This is great. However, you can also use it for blow drying your hair. It does help with canceling a lot of the frizz. So those are my products. And then we'll finish with some stuff afterwards. So as you can see, my hair is a little dry already. I did go ahead and do a rough dry just because that takes a little time, then I didn't want to have to do that on the video. So my hair is about, I would say, 85% dry. It's dry to the touch, okay? So before you go in with your round brush, you definitely want to start with dry hair, dry-ish hair, a little bit of damp hair, okay? It'll cut down your dry times as well as help the brush go through much more smoothly. So again, my hair is almost dry, and now I'm just going to go through, I'm just going to smooth it out with my round brush, okay? My favorite brushes to use are the Olivia Garden Brush. This is a 2-inch brush. This is great for people who have longer hair, really thick hair. Your sections can be a little bit bigger. So I really love this brush. You can get it on Amazon. It's a really good place to find it. It's ceramic. The hair doesn't get tangled in it, and it really does help get my hair really, really smooth. And then this would be a good size. This is like a 1-inch, maybe a 1.25 inch brush for someone who has like a bob length, maybe even like a lob length to about here. Okay, so we're going to be blow drying, so this might be a little bit loud. So feel free to turn down your volume. I'll give a little bit of instruction, but just so you're not having to turn it up and down. Oh, and my blow dryer. I love, love, love this blow dryer. This is the one I always tell my clients to get. It's the Rusk weightless. Okay, this is like less than a pound. It's so light. It comes with this concentrator, which is great for blow drying. You definitely want to have this concentrator on your blow dryer. And you can also find this on Amazon. It depends. Sometimes you can find it for like $50, sometimes $100. It just depends. But I absolutely love this. I've had this blow dryer for, gosh, I think 7 years. So it's lasted me for a really, really long time. So love this blow dryer. Okay, so, and the nozzle does move, which I'm going to be changing the nozzle depending on where I'm blow drying my hair. So just a quick how-to for rough drying. Again, so nozzle is going to be vertical, okay? And so I'm just going to start blow drying just to show you how I blow dried it, and then I'm going to stop and section it out, okay? So here we go. Just go through, lift up the roots. Okay. So when you're blow drying, you definitely want to like lift up, and that's going to give you some volume at the root, okay? Pull the hair out. Don't just like go like this, like this with the blow dryer, because then you're just going to create more frizz. So you really just want to go down on the cuticle, which is going to help smooth out your hair. So if you're going like this, you're actually going to create more frizz for yourself, which is going to be a little bit harder. My hair is super frizzy, but you can see it's starting to kind of smooth out, and that's because I really kind of give it some tension, pull on it, and really work it way down with the heat, okay? All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and start with my blow dry. So we are gonna work in sections. So my first section is going to be right at the earlobe down, okay? So pretty small section down at the bottom, just to make sure that I'm getting all of this hair back here. So for those of you who are in a really big hurry, you could definitely do some bigger sections, but your hair just isn't going to be as smooth or bouncy, okay? So just using clips to clip it back. So you can kind of see my section there is just okay, just at the nape. All right, and then from there, I'm going to do another small section here, okay? So this is what I'm going to be putting in my blow dryer, and I'm going to give you just a quick how-to. So again, I know it's going to be a little bit loud, so I'm going to show you how I'm doing this. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this section, my blow dryer is down. Never try and pick up your hair with the brush, okay? That's not ever going to work out for you. It's always going to get tangled. So make sure you actually take your section, put it in the brush, okay? And then what we're going to do is we're going to lock the hair into the brush. So you're going to kind of feed it through all the way down, okay? Hi Mary. Thank you. All right, so you're going to feed it down, and then you're going to pull it up, and then kind of like lock it in. So my hair is like in that brush, okay? Then what I'm going to do, oh, sorry, I forgot to change my nozzle. So we're going to move the nozzle like this, okay? So let's try it again. Feed it through, and then we're going to work our way up, okay? And it is locked. So this is for tension and heat. That's what you need to get really smooth hair. And you'll see when I'm done blow drying how smooth my hair gets. You saw how frizzy it was to start. So, okay, so when I turn my blow dryer on, what we're going to do is hold that nozzle. Basically needs to follow your brush, okay? So all you need to do is pull the hair down and then roll it back up. And then this is going to follow. The blow dryer is going to follow, okay? So we're going to pull it down and then just round it up with your fingers. Notice how my wrist is staying very straight. I'm not really doing any work with my hands. It's all with my fingers, okay? So we're going to start at the root. I'm going to blow dry like this to get that root really nice and dry, and then pull it down and then round it back up, okay? And then once this part is all dry right here, you can just kind of round the ends, and that's going to give you that really nice flip. So just make sure you keep your nozzle basically wherever your brush is, okay? So any quick questions before I get started and it starts to get really loud? No? Oh, thank you so much, everybody, for joining me. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get started. I'm just going to work all these little sections back here, and then I'll stop and see if you guys have any questions, okay? All right, here we go. So again, working that root first. It's pretty much almost dry. We're just going in and smoothing. Down and going up. I would love to, Lisa. All right, so that section is pretty much dry. Just gonna work the ends. Notice again how my hands are staying very straight. I'm just using my fingers. All right. Thank you, Abigail. I want to see a makeup tutorial soon. All right, so I'm just kind of rounding it through. All right, so see, there we go. Really nice and smooth, really nice and bouncy. And I'm getting this bounce because of how much I twirled it at the end. And again, that's just finger motion right there, okay? No wrist. Don't move your wrist around because then things will start to get tangled up. So, all right, so they got pretty good bounce there. It's very, very nice and smooth. Again, my hair is like almost dry, so this time that it's going to take to blow it out with the brown brush shouldn't take that long. Okay, so now we're working with the back of the head. I know that's everyone's favorite part. So I'm not going to blow dry back here because obviously you can't do that. So I'm going to bring it to the side of my head and just do the best I can, okay? So my hands, I'm brushing with my right hand. Always use the brush with your dominant side, okay? So I'm actually going to go in kind of like this, all right? So I know it seems kind of backwards. So I'm going to get that hair in there. So it's locked in. All right, hair is locked. We're going to work on the root first here, and then work on the ends. All right. So that's always a really hard section. So it's a little wet still, so I'll just finish it up. Okay. And again, just kind of rounding it through. All right, yeah, that looks good enough for the back of the head. All right, so here we go with the front. Again, you're gonna lock that section in so it's nice and tight. Okay, here we go. So we're gonna start with the root and then work our way down. Thanks, Mom. All right. We're going to like this. Okay. There we go. So we got the bottom of the hair done. So now we're going to go to our next section. Next section is going to be like low temple, okay, about right here. So for those of you who have a lot of hair, definitely want to section it out, especially if you have layers, so that way your layers can like really bounce and pop. So, and short hair too. All right, so clip it up, get it out of the way. All right, so I'm going to start with this front section here. Okay, so it's pretty small. Okay, so getting that hair in, nice and tight. I'm gonna start with the root. Okay, so done. So for those of you who just joined us, just really quick, my hair is pretty much dry. I did a quick pre-dry beforehand. So this is the hair that's not round brushed yet. This is pretty much dry. We're just going in and smoothing out. And again, working on that root first right here, and then just a little bit through the ends. Okay, so keeping the wrist really nice and straight, just using your fingers to round the brush. And that's it, and it should be really quick. So you see you're getting that really nice bounce. Again, I'm using a 2-inch brush. Heather, this would be perfect for you. Thank you for joining. Okay, so I'm gonna lock that hair back in here. This is the back of my head, so I'm just kind of bringing it to the side so I'm not having to reach back there, okay? I'm just gonna keep going. Okay, second section is done. And again, notice how I am not picking up the hair with my brush. With every section, I put the blow dryer down and I get the section in there using both hands, okay? And that really helps with keeping it nice and untangled. All right, so we got 2 more sections and we're done. I'm gonna get this top section out. Now these are gonna be like your top layers. These are the most important because they're gonna give you a ton of body, okay? So I'm going to just wrap this around, get it out of the way. All right. So here we go. And actually, I'm going to do something a little bit different. I do not do this every day, actually ever, but I'm going to just show you a quick trick if you want to have a little bit more bounce in your layers. And a little bit more body. So as I blow these out, I'm actually going to be using these little clips and I'm going to pin up the hair, and when I take it down, it'll definitely be a lot more body and like flipping. So I'm going to move this up since I'm working on the top of the head here, okay? So again, I do not do this every day. This is just for like special occasion. I just wanted to show you another option on how to get a little bit more body, okay? All right, so here we go. So that section's done. I'm just going to take this and kind of wrap it around my fingers. Okay. And I'm now going to clip this to my head here. I might need to, yeah. All right, so there we go. And so it looks a little messy, but that's okay. It doesn't need to be perfect. So I'm just going to let that sit right there. It's going to, again, it's going to like make it really more flippy. All right, so next section, get it tucked in there in the brush, work on those roots. Okay. So just, again, just wrapping that around my fingers, just to give it a little bit of a curl there. All right, so I got 2 more sections here, and then we'll be on our last section. So far it's been 18 minutes, which isn't bad for blowout, and I've been stopping and starting a lot. So as you can see, if you do a pre-dry first, it really shouldn't take too long. Hi, sister. My sister just joined us. She's an amazing hairstylist as well. All right, so I just wrap it around. And this is very difficult for me too. So I know I do this every day, but on yourself it is still challenging. So all right, last section, and then we'll be on the top. Ah. Shannon, I learned round brushing from you, so I came home in 2007 from Italy, and my sister knew how to blow dry her hair, round brush her hair, and I was so jealous. I'm like, well, if she can do it, I can do it. And so I thought I was so smart and round brushed my hair, and I was awful at it, and it hurt my arms, and it was terrible. So just goes to show it just takes practice. And a little bit of competition with your sister. All right. So this is where my part is. Okay, so I just parted it out. I'm going to do this top section. Clip this away. All right. All right. So this top section, I'm going to just do this into 2 sections. You can do it smaller if you want a lot more bounce. So with these sections, I'm going to kind of pull them up. It does require a lot of arm strength, so it is going to be difficult when you first start doing this. So, you know, just take your time, take a break if you need to. My arms are definitely hurting right now, so, but, you know, it's worth it for that bouncy blowout hair. So here we go. You know what, I'm actually going to switch to my smaller brush just to get a little bit more curl, okay? No, you can't even see it. Okay. Okay, so we got one more section on this side. Again, gonna pull it up just to get a little bit more volume at the root. Yeah. Thank you, Damien. If I lose the hair, I'm just going to start back over and put it in there. Really working those ends to give it a really nice curl, okay? Just round them with your fingers around that brush and just hold the blow dryer right there on the brush. You don't need to move it around too much. Okay. All right. So normally I just blow dry the top the same that I blow dry the bottom. I don't put these curls in. This is just to kind of show you guys how to give it a little bit more bounce for those days that you have time, okay? So this section's pretty big. I'm going to just cut this in half just to make sure that everything gets dry. I'll put that back there. All right. Working those ends, making sure the root is dry. Round it around with your fingers. I'm going to lay that down just for now. All right, so I'm going to pick up those sections and clip them up. So I definitely want to know what other tutorials that you guys would like to see. I will be doing like a beachy wave tutorial, so I'll do that. And so if there's anything else specifically that you guys want to see, just let me know and we'll plan out another tutorial day, okay? Summer's coming, so I'm thinking like braids or beachy waves, cute ponytails. All right, so working on the last two sections here. It's going to be kind of hard to get this to go up, so I'll do my best. Hi, Linda. All right. This last section, so I just want to show you this specifically. So this is like that, that front section that goes in front of your face. So I like when this section flows like backwards instead of forwards into the face, okay? And so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna blow the hair how I was traditionally just to get a little bit of lift, and then I'm going to actually put the brush instead of down here, I'm going to put the brush on top, okay, and I'm going to have the blow dryer right here, and I'm going to pull it down and then round it up like this, and then what that's going to do is actually going to make the hair flip back, okay? So first I'm going to do the root, and then I will switch the brush around. going to use my smaller brush to get a little bit more curl. Again, I'm going to put it on top of the hair. Right like this. Okay? So here. And this is really good for people with short bangs as well. This is how you get that nice swoop. I'm just pushing it down and rounding out. Alright, so that is dry. So when I push it back, you can see it flows back, okay, instead of tucking into the chin. So, okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and pull this out. Shannon, I use the Moroccan Oil Curl Defining Cream for anti-frizz, and I also use the Kerastase Moisturizing Oil Mist for a little bit of moisture. Okay, so I'm going to just go ahead and take these down really quick, and then we're going to be done, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. Oh, these got really curly. All right, so as you can see, that's what happens when you clip it up. For those of you who, these were not clipped, these were clipped, so you can kind of see the difference. All right. Ooh, so fancy for a Saturday morning. All right, here we go. So normally I don't clip my hair like this during the week. I just blow it out like this. Okay, and this gives you nice, like, straight, smooth hair. And then the clipping was just to kind of show you how to get it a little bit more bouncy. And really that's all, that's the only difference I did was clip it up and like leave it like that for a little while. So it's a pretty easy trick. The other thing you can do too for second day hair is if you didn't get a chance to blow out your hair one morning and you have time the next morning to blow it out, but you don't really need to rewash it. You can put in a mousse with the hair dry, and then the mousse will make the hair wet a little bit, and then you can just go back in with the round brush. So you don't even have to re-wash your hair for second day hair. So you can just put a mousse in, or you know, just like get it a little bit of, just get it a little damp, and then start in with your blow dryer, and it'll work. So okay, so there you go. It's super bouncy. I love it. It looks great. A little bit more bouncy again because I put those clips in towards the end. So now I'm going to use this Schwarzkopf oil. It's the oil Innosense, okay? And this is just to get the little bit of flyaways that are left over, give it a really high shine. Okay, going to start down through the ends. Smells like coconut. It's amazing. All right. Yeah, Heather, you got that brush. I know you love it. All right. Okay, so there you go. And then I'm going to show you just two more products that I love, love, love. So I have the Kenra working spray. And this is like, it's a flexible hold hairspray, so it'll help keep your hair in place, but it's not going to make it super stiff. So I'll kind of just like put this through the ends, and you can see it's still very like movable. For those of you who have bangs or who want to keep the hair from falling forward, what you're going to do is take the bang and actually flip it. Okay, and what you want to do is you want to spray right here, and that will help the bangs stay away from your eyes. Okay, Heather, this would be a great idea for you. So again, I'm going to take the front piece or the bangs, and I'm going to flip and spray here. All right, and that's going to just kind of kick it away from my face. All right, there we go. So see how I just kind of like lifted it just a little bit. So if you have short bangs, that's a great trick. All right, so just spraying that. And then the very last product that I'm going to show you is the Kenra Dry Shampoo. I love this because it smells like coconuts, and I've never had a dry shampoo that smells like coconuts before, so this is amazing. This, you know, I usually use this on like day 2 or 3. You can use it on day 1 if you want a little bit more body. You can definitely put it in the root and then in the ends, and it'll just kick it up just a little bit. It's not really gonna hold the body, but it'll be good just for like a little bit of a lift. So. Okay, so that's it. Blow dry how to. I hope you guys got a little bit out of it. And again, leave some comments. Let me know what other tutorial you want to do. I definitely want to do a beachy wave, which is super easy. So we'll do that for you guys. And if there's any braids that you want to learn or anything like that, please let me know. I do have a little bit of frizz here, so I'm gonna again just kind of spray that. I just noticed. There we go. Okay, so all right, thank you so much for joining me. This is my first live video, so I appreciate you guys coming, and have an awesome Saturday and a great Memorial weekend. Bye.